Hold it right there.
Good.
Are you Simon from the year 2020?
Yeah?
Thank God I wasn't too late. Buy everything in that store. And I mean everything.
Why? I don't have that much money.
You'll thank me for this one day.
What the fuck? I just saved the timeline. Over the last 2 years, I realized that I'm really into collecting, be it games, comics, books, or manga. And today I wanted to share the absolute shit show that is collecting manga in Turkey. Before we dive in, I feel I should introduce you to the publishing companies of Turkey that publish manga. Let's start from the best one of them all, Akıl Çelen, publishing bangers such as Death Note, I almost dropped it, Death Note, One Punch Man, and I'm too lazy to grab FMA, but that too. Gotta put these back, hold on. Caps, go in. Akıl Çelen is the second most popular publisher in Turkey. We'll get to the number one later. The only problem that exists with them really is that sometimes their books can have small but annoying printing errors, such as this right here. It doesn't really matter, but it's annoying to see. That they have become more common as of late from what I've heard, but I'm sure they'll fix it eventually. Then there's Kuru Kafa, definitely one of the smallest in the industry. They haven't released much from what I know. I think they have Goblin Slayer and Gantz and oh yeah, they also have Seraph of the End. This one, which by the way sucks. Like, who the fuck reads this? It got like 2 seasons of an anime and then just never came back again. But no complaints about them really. I mean, they're fine. They don't really release much. Then there's Itake, which isn't really that big on manga. They have one manga series called Saturn Apartments, and hopefully more to come. I haven't been able to get it, but I heard it's good. After Itake, we have Marmara Çizgi, who made their big entry into the manga world when they released Monster in Turkish, which I really want to get, but I can't because it sells out immediately. And Marmara Çizgi was already in the manga business before Monster, though. They had Elfen Lied, I Am a Hero, House of Five Leaves, Ikigami, all of which are smaller series that not many people know. And recently they've been popping off with Komi Can't Communicate, and also they released Psalm 100. Then there's the recent but booming new contender, Bang Çizgi. See what I did there? Bang Çizgi has been absolutely dominating the market as they've been picking up a bunch of titles such as Record of Ragnarok, Orange, Batum, and Made in Abyss. Their Instagram account admin even said that he wants to publish Vagabond if they can afford, the copyright and all that. And I would love to see that personally, especially after how Berserk got treated. They also have a lot of series that otherwise different publishers wouldn't pick up. For example, they've picked up series like New Normal or Ura Kyoto, a manga so obscure that it doesn't even have a mal page, and Turkey is actually the only country to publish it besides Japan. That's really fucking cool, because not only does this mean the mangaka of Ura Kyoto, Yumeya Sensei, is getting recognition for their work, but we also beat America and other countries to releasing it, which is pretty cool. Turkey is ahead of something for once. The manga is extremely obscure though, like to the point that it doesn't even have fan translations online. So unless you speak Japanese or Turkish, there's no way you can read it. Now it's time we talk about the most popular and therefore the the shittiest publishing company in Turkey. The one that came first and has all the popular series and is run by shitty, greedy people who care about nothing but money. Gerekli şeyler, or as I like to call them, boktan şeyler. So let me give you some backstory for the manga industry in Turkey. The first manga ever published in Turkish was Naruto in 2011 by, you guessed it, Gerekli Şeyler. Ever since then, they've picked up other shonen series such as Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, Bleach, Dragon Ball, One Piece, etc. The problem is, Gerekli Şeyler plays their cards according to the trends. So, for example, they picked up Jujutsu Kaisen when the movie was about to come out, and published like 5 volumes back to back. And then, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero's hype died, so now we get like 1 volume every 5 months. Same thing happened with Demon Slayer. Movie comes out, lots of hype, 3 volumes back to back. and then nothing from the series until season 2, in which case just rinse and repeat. This pattern that they follow is not only extremely annoying for people who want to read the manga, but also those that collect it. They don't have consistent restocks, and they barely publish new volumes if it's a series that isn't mainstream. Take Naruto for example. I said it was the first manga ever to be published here, and it was all the way back in 2011. And even though it's been over 10 years now since they started publishing it, Gerekli Şeyler still has not published all 72 volumes of Naruto. In fact, they haven't even gotten close to the number. I think we're barely entering the 50s now. It's especially annoying when they pick up series that no one asked for and spend their money on opening new stores or hosting whole ass festivals and then complaining about how they have no money or how paper is expensive. Speaking of paper being expensive, let's talk about their books. You see, Gerekli Şeyler being the wonderful and caring company that they are, listen to the requests of all ants in Turkey and have made their mangas small enough for every ant taku to enjoy. Look at how tiny this is. Look here. Let me compare it to fucking one of Akıl Çelen's books. Look at the size difference. Look here. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Look at that. Look. What is this? Look. Why is it so small? It's not like they're well-made books either. The paper is really thin. It rips if you even dare look at its general direction. The spines get all damaged from any contact with the physical realm. So back to wasting money. So as I said, Gerekli Şeyler has a habit of wasting their money by buying the rights for series that literally no one asked for. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate that these series are getting Turkish translations, but I wish instead of just grabbing more food to their plate, Gerekli Şeyler would just publish what they already have. Take JoJo for example. Ever since manga just exploded in popularity here, people have been begging Gerekli Şeyler to pick the series up, and guess what they picked up instead? Banana Fish. Part of me is glad though. I can't imagine how they would change the stand names to avoid copyright. Oh, speaking of names, so for years now, Gerekli Şeyler has translated Japanese names by spelling them as if they were Turkish names. Now, I get it, Japanese names don't have official spellings. I want to talk to the person who thought it was okay for Shota Todoroki to be written like this. They've also been called out for the way they translate names of series. Some work, like Assassination Classroom for example, being Suikast Sınıfı, which is literally a direct translation of the name. And then there's absolute abominations like Demon Slayer being called Iblis Keser. Problem with the name isn't just the usage of the word cut, it just sounds weird. Like, if you're Turkish, you probably already realize that, but for those of you that aren't, I just don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't work. Obviously, there was a lot of backlash over this weird-ass name, which Gerekli Şeyler responded to by saying that they translated it from the Japanese name. Well, dear Gerekli Şeyler Twitter admin, it still doesn't work. The Japanese name of Demon Slayer is Kimetsu no Yaiba, which roughly translates to the demon slaying blade. There isn't a Turkish word for blade, we just use the same word that we use for knife. Had they actually translated it from the Japanese name, it would have been like İblis öldüren kılıç. Had they translated it from the English name, however, it would have been İblis avcısı, which means demon hunter, as we don't have a word for slayer either. And just to completely disprove of their claim of using the Japanese names to translate, we have Attack on Titan. You see, Attack on Titan itself, the English name, is actually a mistranslation, and the Japanese name Shingeki no Kyojin means the Attack Titan, aka the name of Eren's Titan. And then there's the Turkish name, Titan'a Saldırı, literally a direct translation of Attack on Titan. Had it been the translation of Shingeki no Kyojin though, it would have been Saldırı Titanı. Obviously, after the initial hatred for İblis Keser just died down, the name was accepted as the official Turkish name of the series because, well, there's nothing we can do to change it. A couple of months later, Gerekli Şeyler announces that they picked up Banana Fish on an Instagram livestream. People in the chat rightfully freak out because, well, if they translate banana fish directly, it would become fucking stupid because it would be muzbalık. They responded to that by saying, "We'll keep the name in English, but why are you guys so against Turkish? There's nothing wrong with our language." Have you never seen that one meme where people talk about how lame Head and Shoulders sounds in Turkish? Oh, and get this, they tried to use the Turkish name of Demon Slayer being accepted by everyone as an example. They try to back their arguments up with it. That's not an excuse for coming up with bad names, and it doesn't back your argument up at all. The hyperinflation of Turkey's economy is no joke and has caused many things to be sold for higher prices. You know, this includes manga too. While other publishers like Akıl Çelen have increased their prices from 24 lira per volume to like 41 lira per volume or something like that, Gerekli Şeyler's taken it upon themselves to ruin everything for everyone by selling these small ass books for 58 lira and then selling their bigger books, like this one for example, for over 100 lira. Just to give you an idea of how absurd of an increase that is in prices, Your Name manga here that I bought in 2021 apparently costs 52 lira, as you can see right there. Keep in mind, Your Name counts as one of the bigger books. I mean, just look at how big it is. And this book right now, this tiny ass book, is now more expensive than this book. So they're essentially scamming people with the excuse of inflation. I think it's cheaper to buy English manga now because, you know, I'm pretty sure a full box set of English volumes of whatever manga you want to buy costs less than like 5 Turkish volumes or something like that. So annoying seeing something that I and many others consider a fun little hobby to just be ruined by greedy companies. Shout out to that one Naruto fan that's been waiting since 2011 for the series to be fully published. You're not getting caught up with that shit.